Hello, I'm back again, and I thought I would do another video because, when in Rome, I've got my makeup on, I have a jumper on, I am sat on the floor with dust sheets around, it's the perfect opportunity. And I wanted to share a little story about how I bought probably my most envied handbag in my whole collection. It's a classic flap in, I think it's either the large or the jumbo size, but it's the one above the medium. But basically, I thought I'd share the story about it because people often ask, and why not tell everybody? So basically, this wasn't my first time at the rodeo. It wasn't my first Chanel bag. I have bought others. Well, yeah, my boyfriend has bought others for me in the past, and this was always a handbag that I had my eye on. I knew I wanted it in black. I knew I wanted it with gold hardware. I knew I wanted it in the caviar leather because I wanted it to be a handbag that I would wear every single day. And I would wear it when I was a grown-up and I was together and I had a real job and maybe even a child and I was doing the school run and I was just like, oh, I'm just so fabulous and here's my handbag and my life is pulled together and I don't live in a bedroom with dust sheets on the floor. I wanted it to be like my together, I'm a grown up, I'm a proper person handbag. And I was always like, gonna get that handbag when I'm a real grown up. And we were in Chanel and I wasn't gonna buy anything. And we were just kind of browsing on like a Saturday afternoon. And, and basically we were looking at the handbag and we'd been served by the sales assistant before and we were just chatting and I was like, oh, I love that handbag, one day. And she was like, oh, try it. And I was like, okay. And I was wearing this like vintage tweed coat, which I think cost like £5-10 from like a charity shop or a market or something. And it looked really good. Like, it looked really good. And I was like trying it on in the different ways because you can wear it over your shoulder or you can double the strap over and have it under your arm. And I was just like, yeah, this looks great. And I was like, one day I'm going to buy that. And then my boyfriend was like, do you love it? And I was like, I love it. And I was like, it's my grown-up handbag. Like, it's a handbag I'm going to get when I'm like real. And he was like, oh, okay. So when did you first look at it? And I was like, maybe like 3 years ago. And he was like, okay, how much was it then? And I was like, maybe like less money, because Chanel bags obviously go up in price about every 6 months or every year. They do go up though, and they go up about 20%. So it's a hefty price rise. Not hefty, but it's, it's not cheap. So he was like, okay, so it's, I don't know what it was. It was like 4.5-5 grand or something. And he was like, okay, so it's this much now. So when you first started looking at it, it was like probably about £1,000 less. And I was like, yeah, probably. And he was like, okay, so you want to buy it in about 5 years time? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, it's not going to go on sale, don't you? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, the price is going to go up, don't you? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, isn't the price probably the next price change? Because I think they normally happen in April, and I think it was like January. And he was like, isn't the next price change going to go up in like 2 months time? And I was like, yeah, probably. And he was like, but you're not going to buy it yet. You're not going to buy it till it's like thousands of pounds more. And I was like, yes, yes, that's what's going to happen. And then we had this really weird moment in Chanel where my boyfriend was like, let me buy it for you. And I was like, no. And he was like, seriously, let me buy it for you. And I was like, no. And he was like, well, can we please just buy it and save me money in the long run? And we had this weird moment where he was convincing me to let him buy me a crazy expensive handbag, even though I was saying no. But basically he was like, I want to save money in the long run. Let's just do it now. Let's just get it over with, and you've got it forever and you're going to love it and you can get the enjoyment out of it now and it won't cost me like double the money in 5 years. So with that logic, we will like wrap it up. And yeah, and I know that makes me sound like pretty much the most spoiled person in the world, and I probably shouldn't tell this story or publish this post ever, But basically that's what happened. But kind of my moral of the story is, if you love it and you want it, like, why buy it in 5 years' time when it's probably going to be more expensive, and you will have had years less wear out of it. And also, you don't know where you're going to be in 5 years' time. Like, when we bought it, like, we were renting a flat and we had a bit more disposable income, whereas now we're spending all of the money that we have on our house. And like something like a £5 Chanel bag would just be completely out of reach for me now. Whereas like back then, it was like, because we were renting, we did have more disposable income. So not much more, but like a little bit more. So actually, if you've got the money and you love it and you know you want it and you want it for good, like you want it for life, not just for the season, like, do you know what? Just go for it. It's only going to go up in price. You're only going to find that you can't afford it in 5 years' time because you've decided to like have children or buy a car or buy a house like me. So just, you know, go for it, love it, have fun. That's my story. Please don't troll me for telling this story. And thank you very much. And if you like this video, please subscribe or comment and like it, or all those things that people do. I have like 4 YouTube subscribers, so I don't really know the lingo yet. So if you could subscribe, I'd be grateful. But if you don't want to, that's okay too. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.